The Importance of Creating a Parenting Plan by My Custody Coach. What is a parenting plan? A parenting plan is a roadmap of how parents divide their responsibilities and time with regard to their children. It is one of your most important tools in the custody process. It takes into account both parents' and children's obligations and availability for creating a schedule that works for everyone. Parenting plans define the post-separation world in which children will live and operate, and specifically defines the role of each parent. It addresses the challenges of children living in two different homes. Why is a parenting plan important? Well, number one, it helps parents think through the process of sharing custody and outlines responsibility of each parent. Two, a carefully crafted parenting plan can help parents avoid future misunderstandings and conflict, which ultimately is better for the child. Three, it demonstrates to the court that you are organized and you've thought through all the relevant issues. Four, children do better when both parents have consistent and meaningful involvement in their lives. The parenting plan is the guideline for allowing this to happen. Five, it will ultimately become the nucleus of the custody agreement. So you will want to think through every aspect of it. If you don't create a parenting plan, you're relying on the courts, your lawyer, or the other parent to create one for you. So what goes into a parenting plan? Well, a parenting plan details the role of each parent. It outlines physical custody, which is the time each parent will have with the child. It will serve as the blueprint for vacations, as well as what happens on holidays and special days. It will detail how and where exchanges take place. It should also indicate which parent has responsibility for making decisions about the child. If the parents have joint legal custody, it usually requires both parents to communicate and agree about major decisions. But aside from schedule, a parenting plan should also include information about the children's education, extracurricular activities, religious training, medical care, mental health care, medical and dental insurance. It should outline procedures for communication between the parent and child, communication between parents, and what one parent wants to move, and safety issues. Parenting plans should take into consideration factors like the age and temperament of the children, each child's daily availability, availability of each parent as a caregiver, flexibility of the parents' schedules, distance between each parent's home, workplace, and the children's school, ability and mode for parents to communicate. It also addresses the ability and willingness of parents to learn to administer basic caregiving and daily tasks like feeding, bathing, preparing a child for school, helping with homework, and dealing with the variety of problems as they arise, such as social, emotional, and logistical hurdles. Issues to consider when constructing a parenting plan. How do you want to share the responsibilities? How has each of you been involved in the child's recreational activities, such as music, sports, dance, or after-school activities prior to separation? What are the most important challenges facing each child? Who will be responsible for pickups and drop-offs? How will vacations work? Who will handle and pay for routine and non-routine medical and dental appointments? What happens when one parent is unavailable for the scheduled time? Who will be responsible for childcare when a child is sick and unable to go to school? As you can see, there are many factors that need to be considered and clarified other than just the parenting schedule. Either the court or your lawyer might require you to prepare a parenting plan, but the court will certainly require a custody agreement. It may prompt you to consider issues that you might not have considered before. In some instances, it gives the judge and custody evaluator an opportunity to see where each party stands with regard to parenting issues. Chances are, if you're litigating, you're not in agreement. Therefore, a parenting plan gives you the chance to make your case for each aspect of custody before the judge and evaluator. So what are some of the positive benefits of creating a parenting plan? Well, the first one is it reveals your level of commitment to being an important part of your children's lives. It also demonstrates your understanding of the issues involved in parenting, such as activities, health, well-being, education, religion, etc. And it also illustrates to the court that you're committed to working with your children and the other parent in a reasonable manner for the sake of your children. So in summary, a well thought out and clearly written parenting plan will also help you avoid common problems that occur after custody is settled, as well as conflict between parents after the custody order is put into place. Creating a parenting plan is the first step to establishing a custody agreement. It is important that you think through in detail all the issues of parenting your children and reasonably divide up responsibilities between parents in a way that makes sense for both parents and the children. This will be your roadmap for your children's lives after divorce. It may be the most important exercise and tool of the entire divorce process, so give it the time it deserves and seek objective advice before submitting it. God bless and good luck, my custody coach.